Good evening, good morning to all. This morning I will do a video of Bridgetown. Once again, this is our country's capital. Bridgetown is the capital of Barbados. And again, I'm starting by the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral. Yeah, at Jamat Lane. At the corner of Jamat Lane and Bear Street. Yes guys, this is the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral at Jamat Lane, which dates back to 1840. It was originally built in 1840, destroyed by fire in 1897. Rebuilt in 1899 and consecrated in 1903. And this is the old General Hospital here, which later became the Ministry of Health. And then it was later gutted by fire in 2019. So the building is now in a state of disrepair. You can back at the old Fair Department building. So this is really and truly at the corner of Jamat Lane and Lower Bay Street. This is the old Welfare Department building at the corner here. That's good. I will take you guys through this St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral at Jamat Lane. And the primary school is also here, the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic School. And there was a secondary school here before, but it was later demolished. That's good. So this is instead of the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral here at Jamat Lane. And this is upstairs here where the choir sits and the organ is. That's good. It's St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral at Jamat Lane. Right.
Alright, all the best. Alright.
So these hallowed walls here at St. Patrick's. And this is the Station of the Cross here that has a photo of the all the Catholic churches in Barbados. St. Patrick's, Our Lady of Sorrows at Ashton Hall at St. Peter, the Our Lady of Queen of the Universe at Black Rock. They have St. Francis of Assisi, which is in St. James on the west coast, and they have St. Patrick's and the Our Lady of the Rosary as well. So this is the choir loft here, and the organ is upstairs here as well. And a photo of it's probably a priest or something, a statue of a priest. That's guys. So this is the inside of the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral at Jamat Lane, at the corner of Jamat Lane and Lower Bay Street. And this is the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Primary School. The secondary school was here years ago, but they closed down sometime either in the 90s, the early 90s or the late 80s, something like that. So the bell out of the belfry has been taken out, so it is just So they have an electric bell now that rings every hour. This is the cemetery in the background here, but they don't bury people in there anymore. The Cathedral cemetery here, but they don't bury anybody in there anymore. So this is the Roman Catholic Cathedral. I will take you guys to our Anglican Cathedral later on. There's no leaving the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral. Looking back at the old Ministry of Health building, which later became the General Hospital, which later became the Ministry of Health. So this way back to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, which is our main hospital here in Barbados, which dates back to 1963. It was opened by Queen Elizabeth II herself. I'm not going all the way up by the hospital now. I'm going to show you guys the old Ministry of Health, which was also the General Hospital as well. Yeah, Roger. This is Lower Bay Street at the corner of Jamaica Lane and Lower Bay Street. Looking at the Welfare Department building. So this building was gutted by fire, as I said before. It was gutted by fire in 2019. And the old Welfare Department building that was recently refurbished. I think someone had bought it. It is also a building of historic and architectural interest. That's good. So this way will be to Bay Street and back to the Garrison. Yeah. And back to Carlisle Bay. And so on. And this is the preface of the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral and School. And this is the stoplights here, the traffic lights at the corner of Jamaica Lane and Lower Bay Street. So yes guys, we are heading into town, but this is on the outskirts of town right now. But it can still be considered as Bridgetown. That's good. Yes guys, this is Carlisle Bay over here. We're savvy on the bay. Restaurant is Carlisle Bay, which is a part of the southwest coast of Barbados. We're savvy on the bay restaurant. So this is Lower Bay Street now. This is the Barbados Family Planning Association here at Lower Bay Street. And this is all Carlisle Bay here, which runs on the southwest coast of Barbados. I'll tell you guys a little bit, show you guys a little bit of Carlisle Bay. Come back at St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral. Yes guys, heading back down to Savvy on the Bay, which has a number of mobile restaurants. Bar cutters, Jerry's food truck. This is the Jamaican Plantation restaurant here. Jamaican Plantation restaurant. This is the Taco Dan restaurant and the Ali Shave ice cream. And this is 1107 Planet-Based Cuisine. And the Blazing Pizza Burgers and Steaks. Savvy on the bay here. Savvy on the Bay restaurant. All Savvy on the Bay restaurant here. Savvy on the Bay. Yeah. This is Carlisle Bay now, which is a part of the southwest coast of Barbados. And this is a southerly direction towards the Hilton and the Radisson Hotel and Browns Beach. Or Carlisle Bay. So this is the Radisson and Hilton Hotel over here, and Browns Beach and Pebbles Beach. So this is a beautiful Saturday morning. And this is the westerly and northwesterly direction towards Bridgetown. So this is Carlisle Bay, the bottom of Carlisle Bay. There are lots of nightclubs located along the Carlisle Bay area, like a back at the Hilton or Radisson Hotel, which is also along Carlisle Bay. Okay, the Copacabana Beach Club over here. Copacabana Beach Club. The Sugar Blue. Another restaurant here, Sugar Blue. So you want to go? You want to show you got a little piece of Carlisle Bay. This is the Doris Beach Bar. Come back to the Copacabana Beach Club. Back onto Lower Bay Street again. Back at the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Cathedral and the Barbados Family Planning Association. So they don't go all the way down to Carlisle Bay. This way back to the Carlisle Bay of the Copacabana Beach Club. This is Nelson Street through here, which is the red light district, and there's also a village in the city. And this is Martin House, which held the Barbados Labour Party's first meeting. Barbados Labour Party was founded by Sir Grantley Herbert Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. He is a national hero of Barbados. Grantley Adams is a national hero of Barbados, and he was the Prime Minister of the West Indies and Premier of Barbados. He was the father of Tom Adams, who was Barbados' second Prime Minister. Grantley Adams founded the Barbados Labour Party in 1938, and the first meeting was held in this house here on the 31st day of March 1938. And it is also a building of historic and architectural interest and a property of the Barbados National Trust, the Martin House right here. So this is Lower Bay Street, now heading into town. The Beer Watch Bar and Restaurant, which is the Guyanese bar. Turns out you got Lobster Alive Restaurant. I think this is where Harry's Nightery was years ago. And this is the London Born Tower, which is a housing unit complex. All Carlisle Bay over here. On the Lobster Alive Restaurant here. And the London Born Tower, which is a housing unit apartment complex. All Carlisle Bay over here. all London Bond Towers. So this is Lower Bay Street. No, he's heading into town, Bridgetown. Bridgetown is our capital here in Barbados. And this is the boatyard here, which is another nightclub. And this is Nelson Street here as well. And this is advertising. This is Mimosa Trattoria and Bar. They have one here and they have one at St. Lawrence Gap. This is the boatyard here where Sharky's Bar and Grill is now. And this is advertising for Mount Gay rum, which is Barbados' rum, established in Barbados in 1703. Mount Gay rum. And this is all the boatyard here, which is a nightclub along Carlisle Bay. You can back up to Lower Bay Street. So the boatyard is also a nightclub in there. So this is all where the Fusion restaurant, which was once Bayshore Complex, plus liquidation center, which is a hardware, a department store, which was once owned by Miss Ram, a Trinidadian national who had businesses in Barbados, Miss Ram Merchandani. She had liquidation center here, and MG Tucker, which was the agents for Honda vehicles in Barbados, was also here until 2020. When the government forced them to move so that they can build a new Hyatt hotel here on this property. Oh no, go into Bethel Methodist Church, which is at Lower Bay Street now. Also in town. That's good, the Bethel Methodist Church. And the cemetery here. Huh? Okay. Okay. That's good. This is inside of the Bethel Methodist Church. Yeah. You good? Yeah. That's good. Inside of Bethel Methodist Church. This is inside of the Bethel Methodist Church here. You can see the pipes for the organ. This is the organ here. So I had a great aunt that used to sing in the choir here years ago. So Bethel Methodist Church dates back to 1844, and it is also another building of historic architectural interest as well. So this is the cemetery here at Bethel. There's not very people here anymore, unless it is a boy grave, or if there was a long-standing member, then we will probably inter them here, but they don't bury people here anymore. This is the grave of Reverend Derek Mond, later Methodist minister from 1912 to 1996. He was born in 1912 and died in 1996. This is the Branham tomb here. So like I said before, they only bury people in here if they have a by grave or if they were a long-standing member of the church. This is the Donna Henry Auditorium, which is the church hall for Bethel Methodist Church. You can see London Bond Towers in the background, And this is the Bethel Circuit office. This is the church office. This is the back part of the pulpit. This is the other entrance now, the church. This is the old Empire Cinema and Theatre here, which was closed sometime in the late 80s or early 90s. So the building is now here derelict in a state of disrepair with nothing in it but four walls. This was a popular cinema back in its day. So this is the Bethel Methodist Church here. And this is the Golden Square. On this site, in the year 1937, Clement Payne educated and inspired the working class of Barbados in a series of public meetings. This plaque was erected by the Clement Payne Cultural Center. Clement Payne is one of our national heroes, where the Golden Square Freedom Park over here is dedicated to him, in memory of him. Clement Payne was born in Trinidad in 1904 and died in 1941. He was born to Barbadian parents in Trinidad. That's good. We can back at the Bethel Methodist Church and back to Carlisle Bay as well. As I said before, Bethel Methodist Church dates back to 1844. This is the Golden Square Freedom Park over here, where the old National Insurance Scheme building was. This street is known as Corbin Street now, which is in Bridgetown. The Golden Square Freedom Park is now here, and it was once the site of the old National Insurance building, which was built in 1967 when our Barrow was the Prime Minister. The fire station used to be in here at one point as well. The fire station was in here from 1955. And the temporary relocation of the Fairchurch Street Market was also in here until the demolition of the old National Insurance built this whole complex in 2020 to make way for the new Golden Square Freedom Park. So, Golden Square Freedom Park was built on this site 1 year after. So there's no fire service in town now. There's no fire station in town now. They built it out of town when they demolished this building. So this is looking at the old Fairchurch Street. This is looking at the Fairchurch Street bus terminal, which later became the Granville Williams bus terminal. Yes guys. So this is the Granville Williams bus terminal, which was the Fairchurch Street bus terminal. It was renamed Granville Williams bus terminal in 2022, named after former spiritual Baptist leader Granville Williams. He used to hold meetings outside this bus terminal back in the day. Years ago, he used to hold meetings outside this bus terminal. So this is Independence Square now, at the corner of Independence Square, Province Street and Fairchurch Street. This bus terminal was opened as a bus terminal in 1985. And it was originally the train station for the Barbados Railway background in Barbados between 87th Street and 93rd Street. And this was the public bank, which was once Barbados National Bank. And this is Independence Square here in Bridgetown. Independence Square in Bridgetown. Independence Square was a car park years ago. Now it is a city community park where persons can sit and enjoy the sights and sounds of the city. Independence Square.
Last week in Oasis, and now again this morning.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That goes Independence Square. And this is the statue of our first Prime Minister, Father of Independence, our national hero, the very excellent Bridgetown Barbados. So Barbados is the one who led us into independence on the night of the 30th of November 1966. And he also is the one who introduced the National Insurance Scheme to Barbados, and also introduced free textbook scheme and free education to all Barbadians as well. He was born on the 21st of January 1920 and died the 1st of June 1987, and he led us into independence from England on the 30th of November 1966, or Independence Square. So from here you can get a good view of the city and the coronage and so on. That's good. Now heading up to Fairchild Street now, outside the bus terminal. So this is the bridge now, outside of the bus terminal. And this is the Fairchild Street bus terminal. Better renamed as the Granville Williams bus terminal. As I said before, Granville Williams was a spiritual Baptist leader in Barbados who holds several meetings outside this terminal. And this is the Charles Duncan O'Neill Bridge, named after one of our national heroes. This is the back of the bus terminal here, and this is the Constitution River that runs through almost the entire city. Back of the Constitution River. So this is Bridge Street, where Julian Supermarket was. It was Bridgetown Mall. It was originally the Bridge Street Mall. I mean, It is the Bridge Street Mall now, but this was one Supercenter supermarket. Then it was Julienne supermarket. Then it was Troy Mart supermarket. Now it is the Bridge Street Mall. Bridgetown. And this whole complex was built by fire in late 80s or early 90s. This is the marijuana store here. This is the marijuana store here.
Hello.
So this is Bridge Street. This whole mall was built by fire in late 80s. And this is looking down to Marhill Street and Lower Broad. This is looking out to Lower Broad Street and Trafalgar Square. This is Marhill Street here. And this is St. Michael's Row. Yes guys, Tani used to be in here where the $2 plus store is. So this is walking up to St. Michael's Row now. So Tani used to be in here. And this is the Treasury building here, known as the Barbados Revenue Authority building, which was destroyed which was closed down recently because of environmental issues. And this building here was destroyed by fire and rebuilt in the late 80s or early 90s. That's nice. This is Hardwood Alley through here. So Bujby was in this pinkish mauve color building where the big time People's Mart is now. And this is Price Street here in the city. So this is St. Michael's Row now. Where the St. Michael's Cathedral is. Taylor Cycle Center here, which is known for selling the rally bikes. And this is St. Michael's and Our Angels Cathedral, the Anglican Cathedral in Barbados. So this is the south gate here, facing St. Michael's Road. That's St. Michael's Cathedral here. Yeah, alright. So this is the largest pipe organ in the Americas. St. Michael's Cathedral has the largest pipe organ in the Americas, looking up towards the choir stall where the choir sits, and the bishop's throne and so on is. is the Cathedral Church, the Anglican Cathedral Church of St. Michael's and Our Angels. The organ pipes is right here. And under our feet are several tombs of, well, people are buried here, under here. So this is a brief history of the Cathedral of St. Michael's and Our Angels, which dates back to the year 1665. Would be the graves of one of our prime ministers, Tom Adams, and his father, Sir Grantley Herbert Adams. So this is inside, this is outside of the cathedral now. So this is a walk through historic Bridgetown in Barbados. And this is the grave of Sir Grantley Herbert Adams. So don't bury people in this cemetery anymore either. This is the grave, the final resting place of Sir Grantley Herbert Adams, who was the founder of the Barbados Labour Party, which I just showed you further up, the Martineau House where they held the first meeting. Well, Sir Grantley Herbert Adams is buried here, and he was the founder of the Barbados Labour Party in 1938. He was the leader of the government and Premier of Barbados from 1946 to 1958 and Prime Minister of the West Indies from 1958 to 62. So the only people that will get buried here is have to have a by grave, or if they were a long-standing member of the church, like Brett, Lady Martin Brett. Or Lady Brett Martin, something. She was buried in here recently. So this is the Cathedral Cemetery. And this is the grave of Tom Adams, who was Grantley Adams' son. He was the second Prime Minister of Barbados from 1976 to 1985, his death. And this is the central bank. So before I leave the cemetery, I will tell you guys a bit about Tom Adams. Tom Adams was Barbados' second Prime Minister, and he was the son of Sir Grantley Adams. And Tom Adams did a lot for Barbados. He invented the Freehold Tenantries Act. Tom Adams succeeded Barrow as Prime Minister of Barbados. Barrow was the first Prime Minister from 1966 to 76, and then Tom Adams from 1976 to 1985. And Tom Adams was the one who invented the Freehold Tenantries Act and the Plantation Tenantries Act. And he invented the ABC Highway and the Spring Garden Highway in the 1980s. But sadly, he did not live to see the highway completed. Tom Adams did in 1985, and the ABC Highway was completed by 1985. Tom Adams got the airport named after his father, Sir Grantley Adams. And he's the one that introduced free bus fare for pensioners on the government transport board bus. This is the central bank here, known as the Tom Adams Financial Center, which Tom Adams also introduced. So this is the cathedral, the Anglican Cathedral of St. Michael and Our Angels. And this is the site of the Harrison's College School, where Harrison's College was when it first established in 1733, and then it later became the Masonic Lodge. Now it is a building of historic and now it is a building, it's a property of the Barbados Central Bank, known as Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery. And this is Price Street over here of the popular discount supermarket, and a brief history of St. Michael's and Our Angels Cathedral. History of the Cathedral Church of St. Michael and Our Angels. St. Michael's Cathedral over here, the head Anglican Church in Barbados. And the old Masonic Lodge, the former Harrison's Free School, that later became the Masonic Lodge. Now it is known as the Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery, and is now owned by the Central Bank. This is the Central Bank of Barbados, also referred to as the Tom Adams Financial Center. Tom Adams Financial Center. Looking back at the St. Michael's Cathedral here, and the former Harrison's Free School, which later became the Masonic Lodge. Now it is owned by the Central Bank, known as the Exchange, a place of mystery and discovery. And this is Amen Alley through here. It was referred as Amen Alley because during slavery, the slaves could not go inside the cathedral, so they had to stand up outside the cathedral, and when the priest is finished preaching, the slaves will say Amen. This guy is now walking over to Spice Street now, to Robert Street. Now approaching Robert Street. Another $2 plus mega store. So this way at Upper Robert Street. This is the Central Bank here, and this is Price Street here. Looking back to the Spice Street in town. The Central Bank here, known as the Tom Adams Financial Center. So this is where the Upper Robert Street. And this is Lower Robert Street. Robert Street is a one-way street, by the way. Nula clothing store here. They're looking back up Robert Street. So this is Robert Street now. Starlight Supplies is here. Yeah, Aliyah. Yeah, how Ashley? Good. All right. This way. to Swan Street. And this is Palmetto Street down here. That will take you back to the back of the Parliament buildings. This is Lower Robert Street. That will take you back to Swan Street or High Street. And this way to Synagogue Lane, Magazine Lane, and back to the Jewish Synagogue. Going right to the market here. And this is Synagogue Lane through here. Synagogue Lane. I will lead you to the side of the Nideh Israel Museum. So, see the car park here as well. A parking lot. We can back down to Magazine Lane. This is the Jewish Synagogue here, and the Synagogue Cemetery. That's the Jewish Synagogue here, which dates back to 1654. And that is the burial place of the Jews. And the Nideh Israel Museum is also in there as well. So no approaching Coleridge Street. So this way about to Pitfall Street, YMCA. And this is the old library, the old National Library Service building. The old library was right here. The old library was here when it was the free library. So this is Coleridge Street now. Coleridge Street was named after the bishop, former bishop of Barbados, William Hart Coleridge, who Bishop Coleridge is the one who built most of these chapels of ease back in the 1830s. Most of these chapels, and the street was named after him. The free library next to the library is the old Supreme Court, which has been recently refurbished. The new Supreme Court is further up the road here. This is the old Supreme Court, which is now the Henry Ford and David Simmons Legal and Judicial Complex, named after two politicians, Sir Henry Ford and Sir David Simmons. Synagogue here, the Jewish Synagogue here. Synagogue Historic District entrance. This is the cemetery here at the synagogue. This is the parking lot opposite the Central Police Station. This is the Central Police Station here, which is the head police station for all police stations in Barbados. Central. Next to a police station. That's nice. Straight ahead now will be leading you to Swan Street via Local Street and back to Prince William Henry Street where Woolworth is. And this way back to Synagogue Lane. And to the top of Robert Street. And this is GM Street now that I'm looking to head through now. So this way about the Swan Street and Local Street and Woolworth like Prince William Henry Street. This way about the Corway Street. So this is GM Street now in Bridgetown. GM Street here in Bridgetown. This is the GM Street Methodist Church where one of our national heroes, heroine Sarah Ann Gill, is also buried. And this is the church hall for GM Street Methodist Church here, which was once the school. Wesley Hall School was there at one point. There seems to be a funeral here at James Street Methodist Church, which dates back to the 1840s. So this is the former church hall. This is the former Wesley Hall School. This is Busby's Alley here. I will lead you by the Swan Street as well. Gateway Mall in James Street. That's Gateway Mall here. And this is Jubilee Street up above here. Jubilee Street.
Again, this way here. Again,
This is Jubilee Street here in Bridgetown. Jubilee Street in Bridgetown. Back to James Street again. And this is Tudor Street up here that will lead back to Batford Road. And this is Lower Tudor Street here that will lead you back to Milk Market where the old standard appliance store was. This is Sutter Street here in Bridgetown. This is known as one of the roughest streets in the city. Sutter Street in Bridgetown, also known as a slum area. Okay, Sutter Street, a bar here. So this is the western side of Bridgetown now. Come back up to Sutter Street and to the street. drinking sports bar. So I started street here will be at the back of Baxter's Road. So this will lead back to Reed Street as well. And this is the back of the city center mall here. And this is Reed Street here. I will lead back to Baxter's Road. Baxter's Road is known as the street that never sleeps in the city. Nature's creative, nature's creations. So this is Hart Street now, at the back of St. Mary's Church. And this is City Center Mall here, with some multi-story car park. So this is Hart Street now, where I remember when the yellow buses, the yellow minibuses, with the yellow and blue private minibuses. This is St. Mary's Church here. They used to load here, the minibuses used to load here. Back in the day when the bus terminal was by courts, the minibuses used to load here on Sundays and on the evenings after 6 o'clock. They used to load here. So of course, we're gonna have to walk all the way down in town by the post office for the bus. This is Jubilee Gardens here where the old Lower Green bus stand was, and this is the Quartz appliance store here. So Jubilee Gardens, which was the Lower Green bus stand for many years, until May 20th, 2003, when they placed the buses down Princess Alice down here. But years ago, the buses used to be here. And Quartz is in the background. This yellow building here is Quartz appliance store. Yeah. And the old town hall building opposite Jubilee Gardens, the old town hall building. And this is Quartz here and Jubilee Gardens here, where the old Lower Green bus terminal was, the bus stand was. So in the old town hall would be the Barbados Tourism Investment Inc. and the Government Information Service. And this is St. Mary's Church over here. St. Mary's Anglican Episcopal Church is a property of the UNESCO World Heritage Site, second oldest consecrated piece of ground in Barbados, built by William Hart Coleridge in July 1827. Thank you guys for watching now, and have a blessed morning.